everyone, welcome to Truly Ludi. I hope you guys had a great week. And first, before we start this video, like, subscribe, and share. Okay, let's get to it. I just want to tell you a funny story. I remember back in college, I had a friend. We're really close because we had class projects together. And I remember back in the days, he would tell me about his investment account. And he was very into Bitcoin around that time too. I think he has he's a Bitcoin millionaire right now, or thousandaire. I don't know. And I remember he was telling me, hey, you could do this as well. And I was like, oh, really? How? And then he would explain to me, this is how you open an account and you put money in it. This is how it grows. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. Oh my God. Yes. I've never heard about this. I'm from Haiti. I'm not first time exposed to this. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be rich. And when I go home, little did I know, you need a social security card to actually open a brokerage account, to actually start investing. And around that time, I was an international student, so therefore I couldn't open my investment account. And I'm like, now it is. I'm like, imagine how much money I would have if I started putting money in it at that age, which was probably 19, 20. But anyways, fast forward to today, I'm working, I have a little bit more money, and I'm educating myself, and I am investing on I'm investing on a monthly basis. Okay, so first, before we start talking about investing, when do you start investing? When is the best time to start investing? Before, my advice is to anybody, before you start putting your money in the stock market to kind of invest, you have to understand where you are financially. What is going on with your finances right now? Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have, are you working? And what are you doing with your money? Do you have credit card debts? Do you have loans? Do you have mortgage? The most important thing, I believe, is credit card debt, because they have the higher interest debt. Your student loan and your mortgage, they have lower interest in the 4% and the 6% and sometimes lower. So these, you're paying them over time, but the credit card debt, the same way that money grow exponentially in a investment account is the same way your interests are growing on these credit card if you're not tackling them right away. So before you can even jump to investing, make sure you figure out what is your debt payment goal and when are you going to reach this goal to pay off your debt. So after that is done, we can start talking about investing. Why is investing important? Why are we talking about this? I want to talk about this because I realize, from my experience, it's the best. On the long term, investing in the market is the best way to ensure that your money will grow. It is difficult to achieve financial independence with saving. Trust me, trying to save $1 million, good luck. Trying to save even 50, not 50, you can do that. $1 million, you can if you're a high earner. But if you're not a high earner, how are you going to save $1 million? It's going to take you years before you reach that $1 million. And this is where investing comes along. Because investing is not about how much you make. It's not about how much you keep, but it is how much you grow. And there's different ways to invest out there. We're going to make a separate video about that. But just to let you know, there's retirement investing, there's educational investment account where you could invest in education, there's brokerage account where you can invest in the stock market, and there's real estate investment as well. So there's several ways to invest your money out there. So, but remember, it's the most important way, to ensure that your money will grow over time. Another myth I want to just kind of stop right away is that people think that you need a lot of money to invest. I can't invest right now. I don't have a lot of money. I only have $400. I only have $100 left after every month. I only have $50. You don't need a ton of money to invest. You do not need a large sum. You do not need $10,000 somewhere to invest. As long as the first step, you're done with them. You're like, okay, I did this. I have my emergency fund. I figure out when I'm going to be done paying off my debt. And I'm dealing with my student loan, and I'm dealing with my mortgage or whatever other low interest debt that you have. You're dealing with it, and then now you can start investing. You start small and you build up over time. You focus on your goal, your reason why to invest. Other people out there in the world, they invest for different reasons. Some invest because they want to be financial independent. Some invest because they don't want to work. They want to be work optional. Some invest because they don't want to work at all. They want to retire early, enjoy their life, and have their investment be there for them to kind of a cushion where they don't have to go to a 9-to-5 every day. They don't have to work full time. They don't have to do that kind of stuff. And other people invest because they want to pass down generational wealth to their family. They want to invest for the money to grow exponentially so they could pass it on to their kids, so the kids could pass it on to their kids. So there's always money flowing within the family. And other people invest for because they probably want to buy something that is very expensive and they're not going to be able to save us $2 million over time, but they know if they invest certain amount of money, they kind of are ensured that after a couple of years, that money will grow exponentially to the amount that they want. There's different reason why people invest out there, and find out your reason for investing, your reason, where you want to see your financial future, and what does financial independence means to you. Understand that, your why for investing. And another thing I want to let you know is that investing helps getting ahead during you're working here and to stay ahead during your retirement here. That's why you probably heard of 401ks, 403bs, Roth IRA. These are a retirement account where people put their money, they invested, and over time, at the age of retirement, if they decide to retire early or not, these accounts are able to help them during that time where they probably won't be able to work like they used to in their younger days. Another reason why I believe you should invest is because money in your savings account is losing. It's just losing value. It's just sitting out here, just not doing the best, not being the best, not being good for you. $1 in 1998 is not $1 in 2022. It is definitely not $1 in 2022. So this is the same thing. Leaving money in your savings account is losing value, especially with inflation. Nowadays, with inflation record high, your money is just not the same. Have you been going through the supermarket? Have you been going through, like, even gas prices? I used to pay like $2 for gas and now I'm paying $3.50. That is outrageous. So therefore, my $30 gas is not the same $30 gas, like my $30 gas, not even 5 years ago. My $30 gas a year or 2 years ago is not the same $30 gas today. So leaving money in your savings account is just losing value. We don't want that for you. We want you to grow, we want you to be better, and we want your money to grow with you. And if you want your capital to grow faster than inflation, then investment is your best friend. Yes, it involves some risk. Like everything in life involves risk. You just walking out your door involves some risk. So investment involves some risk as well. But the product of that is sweeter. And there's levels of risk into investment. So we're going to talk about this in another video, but just keep that in mind. It is long-term wealth building. Repeat after me. Long-term wealth building. I believe it's important for women to invest. I believe we must start today because it's important for us to participate in financial decisions to ensure that we secure our future. It's important that we are involved in decision about retirement, about finance in our family, finance in our personal life, because it makes us more independent and confident. Just in case something happened in the future and you have to answer to some question, you know the essential to keep your future secure. So I believe that investing is important. You should start today. The best days to start investing was yesterday, but it's okay. You could start today where you are right now because it will help you in the future. So do your homework, get the book that you need to get all the information that you need to get, and always remember to always stay truly you. And thank you for watching, and see you next time in another video.